What the fuck is up? Higher point of view here to discuss this Packers victory and to tell Packer faithful to motherfucking relax, and it's gonna be all good. And not just relax, motherfucking relax. I had homies coming to me crying, "Oh man, it's over with." Da, da, da. Read the fuck lax. We're gonna do a double take on this Phantom OG here, but first let's talk about this victory we did, and then we'll talk about the remaining games of the season and what I think we need to do to go on this push for the second half of the season. Good victory against Miami. We really got to start off by saying, listen, we played against Brock Osweiler, okay? That's first, and we were at home, so this should have been a blowout. I really would have wished to hit 40 or 50, but that's on the offense, it's not on the defense. Good things to take from it. Obviously, Aaron Jones, 145 yards on the ground, 30 catching, 2 touchdowns. That's what won a game for us. He's averaging 6 yards per carry, leads the NFL. Number 1 in the NFL on yards per carry. Ain't that crazy? Kudos to the defense. They are actually number 1 in the NFL with sacks. Can you believe that? They only gave up 12 points again. Field goals only, no touchdowns given up. That's a good sign. And we're good at home. We're 4-0-1 at home. We haven't lost yet, so that's good. We gave up 130 yards. Shout out to Frank Gore. I like seeing the OGs doing their thing. We gave up 90 yards to him. He can have that. That's cool. We got an interception by Breeland. We always need turnovers. It's good to see it happen in the secondary, which HaHa was our leading interception getter before he left. So I was glad to see somebody else get one. And again, the defense, they were all over Osweiler. I have no complaints about them. Pettin is doing his thing. The defense is finally settling into what I thought that they could be. Corner's still playing good. Kevin King didn't play. Randall Cobb didn't play on the other side, so let's go to the other side. Davante Adams is now tied for second in the league. Only Antonio Brown has 10 touchdowns. Davante has 9 receiving touchdowns, so that puts him in second. We got Packers everywhere in elite company, all at the top of the NFL on the list. So we got elite players over here too. MVS showed up again. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling, a rookie, a burner, 6'5", fast. He looks like he's going to be next up within the next couple years. He's going to be a real big problem. He's continuing to step up. He got the most receptions this game, 6 receptions. Davante only got 4, but he still made up with the 2 touchdowns. But Jimmy Graham didn't get going. He only had 1 catch for 11 yards. We were in the red zone a few times. We must improve that. We got to get this guy going. Too elite of a player, too big of a target. I don't remember ever seeing 1 jump ball this year, like a fade in the end zone. Like, come on, we gotta work this out. We gotta get this shit together. Rodgers, a pedestrian day for him. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's in elite company for that. He has a 0.3 interception ratio. Rating. How many he throws. He's tied up with Drew Brees, the MVP this year. Look, you got Drew Brees in the MVP ranking because of where his team is, but Rodgers actually has more passing yards than him, and Brees only has 4 more touchdowns than Rodgers. That's what makes Brees number 1 in this category and Rodgers number 2 as far as the least interceptions, because Brees is throwing more touchdowns. But that could easily change too. So that shows you, even on a down year, which Rodgers has been having, coaching these rookies, every play it seemed like he's telling somebody where to go with these young rooks, man. So that's hard to do. He's been doing that all year. He wasn't healthy in the beginning of the year. So we just now starting to get it together, and you're going to see a change. So we have that. Next, we're going to go to bad things that I've seen. If we were against a better opponent, like the opponents that we're going to start to see as far as like Atlanta and Seattle, we wouldn't be able to get away with the shit that we did. Tramon Williams had a good punt return, but he fumbled. Turnovers kill us, and we had 3 of them. That was 1 turnover. Another one was a blocked punt, which I don't know how the fuck that happened, but it shouldn't have happened. And then the last one was a turnover on downs. That's 3 turnovers that they couldn't capitalize off of. I guarantee you, Atlanta, Seattle, these teams that are trying to make their way in the playoffs, we can't make those kind of mistakes against them. So we gotta start to complete games and finish games. We're always in every game. We've led in some games, but we don't know how to finish yet. And that's why we are, just like we're 4-0 at home or 4-0-1 at home, we are 0-4 on the road. But that has to change because we will be on the road in the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, let me give you the remaining opponents and the magic numbers that I have in my head that I think we need to get it done. The remaining opponents, this is how it is. We have to travel to Seattle, travel to Minnesota, Arizona and Atlanta coming to us, travel to Chicago, travel to New York Jets, and end with Detroit at home. With the remaining schedule, I say that the Packers, at the least, at the worst, should go 5-2. And if we do go 5-2, I think that'll get us a playoff berth, just from looking at the other team's schedules and who we would beat in the process and route to the playoffs. So I see us having to go 5-2 to make the playoffs. We could easily go undefeated in the next 7 games. I think we're fully capable of doing that. Or we could slip up and lose 1 the rest of the way. Or we could fucking lose the rest of the way. But no, I see that happening. 5-2 is what we should be expecting. Seattle, they're tough and they're coming off a loss. They're going to play tough at home. It's Thursday night. Everyone will be watching, but we kind of got their number by now. Last time we lost to Seattle was in the NFC Championship, and since then we beat them 3 times in a row. And 2 of those wins were very comfortable. So I think we just have their number right now. We should get that victory. At Minnesota, that's probably going to be the toughest one, and we need to get that one. We got that tie in Green Bay against them. We're a different team now. I think we're a better, way better team than we were then. So they're gonna have to just deal with us, and we need to get them back. We should have won that game at Lambeau. They gave us, we got a tie. Bad calls with Clay, missed field goal by Crosby, and that was the game right there. We owe them one. We need to go to Minnesota, and that would be a big statement game. We've yet to have a statement game yet this year. Go to Minnesota on the road, get that victory. That'd be nice. So. Arizona coming to Green Bay, that should be no issue. It should be a lot colder then. That's 3 weeks from now. And again, it's Arizona, rookie quarterback. They still getting shit together, and that should be we should feast on them in that game. We should really kill them. And then with that momentum from the Arizona game, I believe we'll blow them out. We're gonna have Atlanta coming to us. Who knows what the fuck Atlanta's gonna look like at this point? I don't know what to think of them. They look really good on paper. They look good when I watch them. They get leads. They get the shit up. They lose games. I don't get it. They haven't been right since the Super Bowl, but I don't know what Atlanta team we're going to see, but they're always going to be tough, and they're coming to Lambeau. We got to defend home, and we should handle them. Next, we got to go to Chicago. Hopefully by Chicago, Randall Cobb is healthy, because all we got to do then is just call Cobb, like, hey Cobb, make sure you're there at Chicago, because he's the Chicago killer. I don't care. The last time they had a chance at beating us is when they was up 17-0 on the first game of the season. I think we got their number too. And again, it's Mitch Trubisky. They've gotten better, but I think they're going to actually start falling off a little bit. We'll see if it's true. But if they hold on to the record that they have now and continue to win, that's cool. But we would still have the tiebreaker. That's a must win. And we always play good in Chicago. And that's the enemy. We gotta show them we still run the North and sweep them. If we got a chance to sweep them, we're going to do it. So I see us winning that game. I see us winning all these games, but I'm just giving a little side story to each of these games of why we need to win these games. Next, after Chicago, going to the Jets. There's no way we should lose to them. Darnold's a turnover machine. Darnold versus Rodgers. I don't see Rodgers losing to him, even in New York. It would be a disaster for us to lose that one. And after that one, we got Detroit at home. We owe them one. The game we did lose to them, we shouldn't have. That's the game when Crosby missed so many field goals. I forgot. But if he would have made the field goals that he was supposed to make, we would have ended up winning that game. So we owe them one, and they come into the house. Last game of the season, we got to get that one. So another note, 4-5 is another record we should look at, because that's the same record of Atlanta, Dallas, Philadelphia, and Seattle. So we are slightly above them. The tie is actually helping us out. So we are half a game up on all these people. So if we would continue and beat Atlanta and Seattle, we would knock them out of playoff contention, because we're all fighting for the same spot. If we beat them twice, if we beat both of them, we have the tiebreaker over both of them, and we already have a half game on them. So we need to beat Atlanta and Seattle, definitely Minnesota, and I don't think that Atlanta's going to be a problem. And we're ending. Look at the last 2 games. I know this. At least we're going to win the last 2 games, because we got Detroit and the New York Jets, the last 2 games. That's very light. So I think we could take advantage of that. We're going to make a run for this. And yeah, go motherfucking Pack, go. We're going to be all right, y'all. Enough of this panicking. RELAX. We're going to run the table, all that. Don't worry about it. We're going to be good. This is the time we always heat up. We're 4-0 at home, that's good. So you gotta like our chances being at home the rest of the way, because it's gonna get colder, and you know how it gets on the frozen tundra. So until next time, stay hot.
Subscribe, bastards.